theme of the conference.
My big point is, ever since when was owning another person benevolent? It's never been benevolent. No one should ever own anyone else. So the point about slavery being benevolent, it doesn't matter to me. That shouldn't even be an issue. The issue is, should anyone ever own anyone else? Period. And that's what I'm making my head. Yeah. It's wrong.
Any man who professes the faith of freedom and detests agitation is a man who wants crops without plowing the field. He wants the ocean without the overboard. He wants rain without thunder and lightning. This is NAACP. This university must be further enlightened, and we must stand for racism.
I filed a complaint, which is the proper procedure in Moscow, on behalf of 3 individuals, 2 of whom are former Kirk members, against New St. Andrews for operating a college in downtown Moscow because it's prohibited by the Moscow zoning code.
It was a rare, in fact it was the first third-party appeal they'd ever had, which was clearly intended, I think, to simply harass us as a way of just, throwing sticks in our spokes kind of problem.
I think the taxes are something that need to be looked into, because it's not a religious issue, it's a fairness. We're a small community, fairly small, big county, size-wise, small population base, so the tax burden is a significant issue for the community.
Because of our connections to Christ Church and to Doug Wilson. I think that's the principal reason. In fact, one of the gentlemen who has brought the zoning complaint had a website that he's now taken off the web, but a Google is rather interesting to pull it up again. He had a website called Doug Splotch, which was just nothing but hatred and attacks on Doug Wilson. And so he's the principal behind the zoning complaint.
I've never said that churches should be taxed. No. That's an issue that muddies the water. That's not the issue. We're talking about following Idaho code, and we're talking, that applies to everybody, and we're saying for-profit businesses in competition with local businesses need to pay taxes. We need to have a level playing field. And that really is the issue. It's maybe attractive and maybe attention-getting to say that we're going after the church. Not true. Ensel House is an office building owned by the church. It's not the church.
But see, when you try to treat evil, you will quit the word, you will quit history. That is why we must study our experience. We can no longer allow anybody to define us, because it is simple as this, people. He who defines rules. These individuals are trying to define that our history as a people was one of harmony, and have gone to be so twisted and so perverted as to use the word of God to preach this type of rhetoric.
For the secularists who read or hear these words, this is no doubt a scary agenda. But is this a political need no stinking politics.